Into the lead he goes, 43.57 by some way, Dominey Alexander.
Dominey, as I was saying to you off camera, I live my life by analogies, and South Africa's greatest jockey of all time is unquestionably Michael Roberts. It took him until 1997 to win the Rothmans July, which is the equivalent of winning the Derby, the most coveted trophy in show jumping. And whichever way you want to put it, get the monkey off your back, get it onto your mantelpiece, whatever. What did it mean for Dominey Alexander to hear the roar of the crowd and the love and the adulation for that beautiful mare that you have?
The first time I rode her in the Derby, Athena, she is an incredible fighter. She's a real mare. You know, when people say mares will fight for you, well, that mare fights for me. The first time I rode her in the Derby, she had one down, and I think she was third, tie third or something, and she maybe fourth, but she was really amazing. And suddenly I thought, hey man, I have a Derby horse. And suddenly that sparked up a little bit more enthusiasm and motivation for the Derby event itself. You know, Derby's unique. So that you've got to have a very brave, very scopy, slightly different type of horse to what you would normally have. I don't jump Athena in the World Cups. I think it's a stretch too far for her scope. She'll die trying. So I always run her in the 135s, 140s, make her happy and confident, and then jump the big Derby. It was the most incredible thing because she really does grow when she walks into that arena. I can't explain it. When she jumped number 1 and number 2, I thought, wow, she's like picked up her A game. And that was how she was the whole way around. When I say a little bit fortunate, I was a bit fortunate that there were 4 of us, I think, on 4 faults. And she made a silly mistake jumping onto the table. I don't know why she did that. That's a very funny jump to hit down, jumping onto the table. Sometimes they hit jumping off. But, she jumped her little heart out. And I just knew that when I went into the jump off, she was game, and I knew I'd done my work and preparation enough, and she was definitely fit enough, and it just all worked out. All the stars were aligned that day. So
that's a beautiful way of putting it. The stars were aligned because Google and YouTube help us producers and presenters a lot. And when I Googled Athena Derby win, it didn't come up with anything, believe it or believe it not. Somehow it hasn't been loaded. But it came up with 2019, the year prior to COVID. And I think it might have been the second last fence that you knocked. And that must have been disappointing. And it must have been even more gratifying to actually win it after having come so close.
Yeah, definitely. It is something that she's young enough. So she'll definitely jump Derby again. It would be really good to try and see if I can pull her back to back. That would be my aim. And she enjoys it, she enjoys the crowd. She loves that arena. It's big. So she can gallop and get a lot of power from a bit of speed. Finally I won it. Can you believe it? Finally.
Well, those stars that are aligned in that arena definitely gravitate towards Grey's winning it back-to-back. I mean, there's no doubting the fact that Nicole is one of the most talented riders to have won the Derby, and she's won it a good 3 or 4 times on Don Camargo, so that augurs well for your defence.
Yeah, let's hope so, hey?
The vibe in the stable, the stable hands, the strappers, all the people behind the scenes that never get the kudos, never get the adulation. What was it like for the people that you work with that assist in the preparation of Athena?
Firstly, she's owned by Simon Murray. I think for an owner, you know what it's like. When owners put a lot of money in and a lot of time, and you spend your life saying, I'm preparing her, shame it was good, but close, but not a win. And eventually for her to win a major like that, it was good because then he could believe me that what I was doing was right with the horse. That, and also for him to be a proud owner and stand up there and,
And he was there.
Yeah, he was there.
Because you did say in your discussion post with Aidan, he doesn't often come.
No, he often doesn't come. He races motor cars, and he does on-road and off-road. He's just started now off-roading a lot. He's got 2 other horses here that he rides, but competes when he can. And he still works, so he travels around the world. He's in New York at the moment on business. It was good that he came, you know. I think he came the first time when she had 1 down. And I think that kind of sparked his interest a bit more. And it's a lovely event, you know. You book a table and everyone goes there and they're dressed up. It is like the Rothmans July, you know. Everyone gets smart for the day, and it's not just another horse show.
And I think what was very important about the year that you chose to win it was the fact that it was very, very well publicized. There's no getting away from the fact that United Aviation have taken it up a few notches, hitherto unseen for many, many a year, since possibly Avis and Dunhill were the sponsors.
Definitely, we're so grateful for Jonathan Wolpe to come in and United Aviation. It really has lifted it. He's done a fantastic VIP section, and the advertising and advertisements and everything that go out. I mean, we did a shoot for them, I think probably 6 months before the Derby. And there were all the riders in the arena, and you know the top riders, and it was and then we went up in helicopters, and so the whole thing has been done amazingly. I mean, we really are grateful.
Crowds have stayed. They are delighted. Firmly in his camp. He's a popular winner here for 2022. Dominey and Athena write their names into the history books.